lovely lots, and a big warm welcome or welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all keeping well, enjoying the sunshine. If it's sunny where you are, it is bloody lovely here in the UK, so I'm soaking up every last bit that I can. Today's video is another midwifery university related video, and it's a topic that I think is very important to talk about. So I'm going to be talking about how I cope with the stress of the degree, things that help me kind of come down, how I practice self-care, and when things do get a little bit too much, how I kind of come back down from that and ground myself. A degree of any kind, as I'm sure I don't have to tell you, is hard. Renownedly is nursing and midwifery. People do talk about how hard of a degree these are, and I'm definitely feeling that. I'm definitely feeling how hard of a degree it is. It is very full on. You know, you've got the mixture of placement, you've got long hours, and then you've got big amounts of theory and coursework and everything that you have to do in between. So that is a lot, and that is a big expectation from you, and it can all get a little bit too much. So that's why I wanted to make today's video. I wanted to firstly say that you're only human. You know, feeling stressed, overwhelmed, it is part of our nature, and it doesn't make you any less of a person, any less of a student, or it does not show your academic ability at all. We all have moments, we all feel stressed and overwhelmed in different aspects of life, but doing a degree is definitely one of those that can heighten those feelings of stress. So yeah, I'm going to be honest, I am 6 months into my degree and I have had a couple of breakdowns. I'm not afraid to admit that. It has been very stressful. It's been a big learning curve, adapting to the ways of a degree and adapting to online learning and the way that everything has changed with the lovely COVID. So it has been very intense. I'm not saying that I never get stressed, I never have breakdowns. That is not what this video is about. This is about how I can kind of manage my stress, manage my anxiety throughout the degree in just a couple of ways that I find helpful. And then, like I said, on the flip side, I do want to talk about when things do get too much. And for me, I have panic attacks, breakdowns, whatever you want to call it. I have a momentary lapse where I don't feel in control of my emotions, and after that it can be quite hard to pick yourself back up. So I wanted to talk about a couple of things that really help me to pick myself back up, feel grounded, and get back on the train that is your degree. So ways that I manage my stress, this doesn't even have to be related to the degree, but these are definitely things that I've been practicing more throughout the degree, just because I've kind of become more aware of my stress levels and how much I actually need to practice self-care. I'm just going to talk through each of these things a little bit. They are pretty self-explanatory, but these are just some things that most definitely help me. So number one is definitely exercise. Now, at the minute, you may know I've been having a couple of health issues, so I haven't been going to the gym as much as I wanted to, but I definitely love going to the gym. I love lifting weights. That is what I go to the gym for. I love the kick that I get out of doing that. But even just going for a walk, especially in the sunshine, you can hear the birds chirping now. Just going for a walk out in the sunshine, getting your steps in, that is a brilliant form of exercise. You know, little things like this, it doesn't have to be you go on a 10k jog. It can just be a little walk around the block. It is just getting you out, getting those endorphins pumping and making you feel good. So the next one is time with friends and family. Now that restrictions are lifting, this is definitely becoming easier. I've met some amazing girls through my university degree. Spending time with them is amazing because we both get it. We're all on the same wavelength. Like, you can just talk about the stresses of the degree and, you know, you don't have to explain yourself because they just get it. And aside from talking about the degree, you can go out, like we went out for drinks the other day, just going out for coffee, going out for food, having group study sessions, things like that just kind of bring you back down and sometimes take your mind away from feeling stressed. Like, obviously it's great to talk about uni and discuss things like that, but on the flip side, it's always good to do something else that you enjoy. So go to the cinema with your friends. Just spending time with friends and family is one of the best stress relievers you can have. Next, I find staying organized and having my to-do list does help my stress levels, especially with my anxiety. I have a lot of thoughts that go around in my head, so when I get them down on a piece of paper, on a to-do list, then they're gone, they're out of my head. I don't have to think about them because it's when those thoughts build up that it then gets more and more and I feel less in control. So definitely staying organising your uni work, knowing where you are and when, having a diary, planner, a to-do list, all things like that just make my brain feel less jumbled, and I can focus on other forms of self-care because my brain feels like it's organised and I know what I'm doing. Next is to take a break from uni work. Now, you know, they give you a certain amount of hours that you are supposed to do independent study a week, and that is brilliant. Definitely do your independent study, your pre-reading, that is so important. but you don't have to do it every night. Make sure that you at least have one night a week and try and save the weekends to just do stuff that you want to do. For me, on my days off, I do tend to go and work in my bank job at the pharmacy, but for me that is also a relief because that takes my brain away and I'm doing something that I enjoy. So making sure that you do take your time away, even if it's just to go and have a cup of tea downstairs away from your computer screen, make sure that you are taking regular breaks away from university work. This is especially important in terms of studying and revision. Making sure that you're taking time away from studying and revising is so important because you can then come back, have a refreshed look at it, and it just gives you that little bit of a mental break rather than it being so full on all the time. Next kind of links in with that, and that is to practice hobbies. So if going to the gym is your hobby, brilliant, go and do that. If dancing is your hobby, go and do that. Horse riding, swimming, whatever it may be. I've just got back into reading. I do absolutely love reading. It takes my brain away and we can go into this whole new world. So I've been reading a lot lately because it is one of the things that completely distracts my mind. Whenever I'm feeling anxious, I need something to completely switch my brain around into thinking about something else. So reading, I have to make sure that I'm concentrating, reading what is on the book and taking in the words so that I can actually understand what the story is about. So yeah, make sure that you are doing your own hobbies, fitting time in for your hobbies. Next, I think this is really important as well, and this is time away from social media. Now, we all know that social media contributes to a lot of mental health issues in this day and age. I've definitely experienced them from various forms of social media. It can be quite heavy hitting sometimes, so making sure that you are kind to yourself, and if you need to take time away from social media, it is really, really important because sometimes you feel distant on the real world because you're so into the virtual world, and it makes such a difference. Even if you just have one day a week, 24 hours of the week where you come away from social media, it will make all the difference. It'll give you mental clarity and it will just make you feel a bit detoxed. Okay, and the last one is pampering self-care. So by pampering self-care, I mean running yourself a bubble bath, I mean painting your nails, I mean doing your hair, putting on a face mask, anything like that. Just little treats like that just make you feel good. Like for me, I love to have a hot bubble bath. I'll put on a face mask, I'll exfoliate, get out, put on a moisturizer, some new pajamas, and you just feel like $1 million. It completely revamps your mood, it will lift your mood, and it does have a good habit of releasing stress. So making sure that you have a pamper. I do like to have like a Sunday pamper or something like that. It gives me something to look forward to, and I know that when I am stressed, I can always have a pamper and I can feel relaxed and de-stressed. But now I do want to talk about if you have found that everything's got a little bit too much and you're at the stage where you're just feeling really, really stressed, you know, things that I mentioned before didn't work and you've got yourself worked up and stressed. Completely normal. We have all been there. And I think the most important thing and the first thing to remember is to be kind to yourself. Don't make yourself feel bad. It is completely normal. It's completely human. It is a natural human response. You have something called cortisol in your body, which is a stress hormone, and you know, you can't prevent these things sometimes, they just happen. So be kind to yourself. It's not a permanent, it is just something that is happening in the temporary moment. It will get better and you will feel more grounded soon. Another thing that you can do is breathing exercises. Now, one breathing exercise that I really like is you imagine a 3D box or a 3D square, and with every breath in and breath out, you are drawing a line. So say you take a breath in, and then you do it like in a 3D. I can't do that like this, but I do a little 3D box. I've always used that technique and I've found it very, very helpful. Just deep breathing, belly breathing, in for 3, out for 3, whatever works for you. It can really, really help the body just lower the heart rate, get back down to a more calm state. Leading on to that is mindfulness and meditation. Guided meditations are absolutely brilliant. There are so many on YouTube that you can check out. They can be any variation of time from 3 minutes up to 25 minutes, half an hour, whatever you want. There's guided sleep meditations, but it really helps just take your brain somewhere else and you get in that really deep state of relaxation. So whenever I have felt really, really overwhelmed, it's got a little bit too much, just doing breathing exercises on my own just isn't cutting it. I will then go and do a guided meditation video and I just feel so much better after. So once you've calmed yourself down using those techniques that I have just mentioned, make sure that you talk it out with any trusted friend, family member, partner around you. Make sure that you talk it out. Tell them how you feel. Tell them what kind of pushed you over the edge. You'll be surprised how much just getting it out and saying it out loud, so it's not just all in your head, can help. And the people around you are there to look out for you. They are your loved ones. They don't want to see you struggle. So if they don't know that you're struggling, they can't help. So make sure that you are open and honest with the people around you. And trust me, just having that extra support makes you feel so, so much better. Finally is having time away. If it all gets too much and it is all too stressful, take some time away. Sometimes you have to be cruel to be kind. Even if you're just having a morning or something, you know, speaking to your lecturers if you're finding things very, very difficult, just having some time away to feel refreshed can really, really do wonders. So I hope this video helped. Just giving you some quick fire techniques to help you manage stress at any point in your life. It doesn't have to be during a degree, and also some ways that can help you ground yourself and bring yourself back down when you are feeling very anxious, very stressed, and it's all got a little bit on top of you. If you did like this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment below if you have any future video recommendations. I would love to hear from you guys. If you are not already, please do consider clicking on that subscribe button. I would really, really appreciate it. And click on the little notifications bell next to it, which will notify you whenever I upload. I am currently doing 3 uploads a week, and those are Wednesday, Friday and Sunday, all at 7 p.m. UK time, and that is for the month of June. So make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and have your notifications on so you don't miss out on all of this extra content. And one last note, if you didn't already know, I have a giveaway over on my midwifery Instagram. You can win a £50 Paper Chase voucher, which is brilliant for topping up on your stationery, getting a new diary, whatever you want. I'm a stationery addict too. So make sure that you head over to my Instagram, which is linked in the description bar below, and go and enter that competition for your chance to win. But thank you all once again for watching today's video, and I will see you all on Wednesday's video. Take care. Bye, guys.